It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. I said a couple of moments ago, if it's March and we're talking to Dick Clawson, it's because the Builders Association home show's coming up. If it's July, though, and we're talking to Mr. Clawson, we're talking baseball. Youth Legion Baseball is coming to our area once more. The Western Regionals start tomorrow. And then the state tournament back at First Commonwealth Bank Field in Homer City next week. Our conversation with Dick Clawson, brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Special time of the year for you, isn't it?
It's a busy time. Excellent. Time to see some young players who've been working since April to make it to the regionals. We've got one regional here in western Pennsylvania and two regionals out east.
Yeah, and it's going to be great to have the ball players in town again. We start with Western Regional action tomorrow, and teams coming from all across the western part of the state.
Right, we got three from Westmoreland County, three from up in Erie County, and one here from Elk County and one here from Indiana.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that one team from Indiana County. The SW Jack Drillers will be representing Indiana County in the regional tournament, and that's a pretty good group of ball players. They've got some accomplishments at the high school level, and here they are bringing it up to Youth Legion.
Yes, good, solid players, and they've got a lot of experience with the high school and then moving into the Legion playing season. They've played some other exhibition games to stay sharp, and they're doing well.
Yeah, the Indiana County League went well, and they're on quite the winning streak. So we look for big things from them.
It should be exciting, and they've got the 7:00 game for the first three nights, and then hopefully they'll have a 7:00 game for the championship game on Monday.
Yeah, that's coming up on Monday. So the tournament takes place over the course of this weekend, starting tomorrow. And the action, it's kind of hard to find a moment when there's not something happening on that ball field.
Absolutely. I was there on Tuesday night, and they were trimming it, and it looks great. They had the fire department out earlier before the moratorium on water, watering the field. So it should be in good shape. The rain we had last night just dampen it up just a little bit and make it look good.
Yeah, and that's a challenge this year, keeping the fields looking good because of the way that the weather has been. But it's such a wonderful facility, and the Homer City area baseball boosters have done such hard work down through the years to make this a really special event.
They do, and I was there. It's the older guys that I've been working with for the last 20 years that are still out there plugging away doing it. I offer this tournament every year to the other leagues, and everybody says, we want to go to Homer City. Good concession stand and real friendly people and a beautiful field. Yeah,
absolutely. And they do it right. I mean, they not only is the field in wonderful condition and it's such a great facility, but they know how to put on an event.
Absolutely. And it's clockwork. They've been working on this. I've met with them 3 times this year just to lay down. We've done it. It's something they've been doing all the time, but we just refresh everybody's mind on what the expectations are, and every year they come up with something different. What's really going to be neat this year, the fireworks and the Pirate Parade at the state championships.
How about that? And that's next week.
That's next week. That's correct. That starts next Saturday.
But that's right back here at First Commonwealth
Field, right? Yeah. Right. And we've got 2 championship tournaments going on out east. The top 2 from both of those are the 4 entries from the eastern part of the state. They'll drive here, check in with me at the hotel between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock next Friday, start playing ball next Saturday.
And hopefully SW Jack is going to be one of those teams surviving out of the West. The host team, of course, will be Homer City Post 493.
That's right. Now we got hopefully we can get a couple of teams from Westmoreland County, get Erie in here, and get her going that way. So it should be a lot of fun. Good baseball, and the kids are excited about coming and playing.
Youth Legion Baseball, of course, used to be known as Junior Legion Baseball, contrasting with Senior Legion Baseball. Legion Baseball down through the years has been one of the real gems of amateur baseball and scholastic age baseball for a lot of years, many, many years. There have been changes, and it's harder to get guys on teams because you've got so many other sports options through the course of a summer. You work in summer vacations, and so it's more difficult to put a team together and to keep it together and a league together as well as Indiana County has. And while those struggles do go on and everybody understands that that you really have to fight hard to make your league viable and worthwhile.
Well, absolutely. A couple of years ago, we allowed the teams to roster 20 players only because of vacation. People were, hey, I've been doing this vacation, going to this beach house for the last 15 years now. The players playing ball, but we're still going to go to the beach. So we allow that. You can roster 20 players at our league at the playoff level. You comment next year is the 100th anniversary of American Legion Baseball.
Wow. And that's all across the nation.
Across the country, that's correct. So hopefully we'll see some interesting tributes and some a lot of good events to cover that.
Yeah. Now, for this year's, you mentioned the Pirate Parrot, the fireworks, and the effort to make it into a really special thing for all of the players and their families who come to Indiana County. It's a great boon to Indiana County, isn't it?
It is. A lot of the families do follow their kids. They're 13 to 15, 16 years old, so they can't drive, so somebody's got to bring them. And we've actually, it's been a boon for IUP because we've had some siblings come and visit IUP while their younger sibling was playing baseball or waiting to play baseball.
Yeah, I happen to know that this weekend because I have some folks that I've heard of coming from Mercer County down. This is an IUP recruitment weekend.
Yes, it is.
So there will be people here checking out the campus, and maybe they'll be involved in Youth Legion as well. Youth Legion baseball, of course, is not only a great financial boon to restaurants and to hotels around here, but it's also a financial burden that is taken on by the boosters to make this happen.
Exactly right. They have to provide the field, provide the officiating, and turn on the lights, and make sure it's, the lines are proper and it's in good shape.
And housing those players, somebody has to bear that cost too.
The housing, their teams are on their own at the regionals, but the host does pay for the housing at the states.
Yeah.
So conceivably, in a worst case example, they could house 7 teams.
Yeah.
Each team's allowed 7 rooms. They have to house them and feed them.
Yeah. Wow.
So we like the teams that travel less than 75 miles are the ones you like to see win.
So you're really rooting for those
you got it. We
teams.
know we're stuck with bringing the 4 teams from out east, but hopefully they lose quick and get out of town.
Well, however it works out, you're going to see some great baseball action. And kids, I think that if people watch high school baseball, Little League baseball, we've seen Indiana County making some great strides in Little League baseball and softball. Playing ball has sort of undergone a revival in recent years.
I would agree. And a lot of it's the kids are paying attention. They're doing some winter clinics and taking it serious. It's been cyclical. When my son played 30 years ago, there were 16 teams in the Indiana Little League. Now they're down to very few.
Yeah.
But there aren't as many kids playing either.
Yeah. Kids are dedicated, though, the ones that are playing.
When they like it, they enjoy it. That's exactly right.
Okay. So it's happening this weekend. Gets underway tomorrow at what time?
1 o'clock. We've got on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's 1, 4, and 7. Mm-hmm. SW Jack plays the 7 o'clock game all 3 days.
Mm-hmm. SW Jack, of course, is the Indiana County entry. Who do they play tomorrow night?
They play Ligonier.
Okay.
On Saturday, they play Wesleyville, and on Sunday, they play Monroeville.
Yeah. Some of those teams, they come back every year, and we know the names of the towns, and some of them, of course, they're the little brothers of guys that have played before them.
Absolutely. We've got a new team this year, and Bill Otto, your colleague, who's an umpire up in the Erie area, told us back in the first part of June when he was in town that Titusville's a team to watch. Well, Titusville was number 1.
There you go.
And this is their first year in Legion baseball, and they got tired of pay-to-play baseball up there. Joined the Legion, and they're excited to come down here.
Oh, terrific. So good stuff happening. And again, you said what time for the first game tomorrow?
1 o'clock tomorrow. All right, 1 o'clock on Friday.
Good stuff. Get your dinner there. Have a wonderful time watching ball.
Absolutely. And you gave us a good weather report a little bit ago. So
do whatever I can.
We appreciate it.
However I can help, Dick. That's why I'm here.
And WCCS is going to be broadcasting this house, sir.
Yeah, on Renda Digital TV.
Okay.
It'll be on Renda Digital TV for the SW Jack games, and we'll be there for the state tournament as well, and really looking forward to it. It's always a great time.
Always fun to see you. Appreciate it.
Dick Clawson and everybody involved with the Indiana County Youth Legion as they put on the Western Regional tomorrow and over the weekend. And then next weekend, the state tournament comes right back to First Commonwealth Bank Field. Thanks for coming in to visit with us.
It's always a good pleasure to talk to you and get caught up. Thank you.
There's Dick, and it is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS, 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Now, Dick did mention the weather for the weekend, and it actually does look very, very good. For today, sunny skies and 80 degrees, even though it's overcast to start out. Clear tonight down to 53, then mostly sunny, 78 tomorrow when the baseball action gets underway. Partly sunny Saturday, a high of 84. Some of the forecast services are a little bit less optimistic, but they don't, and none of them have rain in the forecast. And Sunday, partly sunny and a high temperature of 87 degrees. Right now in downtown Indiana, this morning our temperature is 67. Boomer Sports coming up in just a couple of moments. And in our next half hour, we talk to somebody who's coming in to Indiana this weekend. He's an author who's written a book about World War II bombers working the European Theater of Operations in the same division as Jimmy Stewart, and he'll be appearing at the Jimmy Stewart Museum on Saturday at noon, signing copies of his book. Actually, that's the interview that we have at 9:10 this morning. Next half hour, we talk to Tony Aubry on the telephone. Tony is with a group of motorcyclists who travel all around in support of veterans programs, and they put on motorcycle rides. They'll be hosted at the Homer City Church of the Nazarene this Saturday, and they're inviting you to come out and join them for a ride. So we talk to Tony Aubry next half hour. It's Indiana in the Morning, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. It's 25 minutes after 8 o'clock, and it is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. So Jake in the newsroom, he's on the way right after we do Boomer Sports. It's Indiana in the Morning on WCCS.